Hey folks, thanks for joining me on my drive today. This is my drive back from the store, and this is across Sacramento, across a couple different freeways before I can get back home. This is roughly a 20-mile drive across town, and so we're gonna use Navigate on autopilot all the way home, or full self-driving all the way home. I do have Mad Max set as my setting. My freeway speed is set to 10 over the speed limit, and I do have the full self-driving package purchase. Again, this is a 2019 Tesla Model 3 Performance, and so we're headed home at this point. I just merged onto the freeway, but I do need to hop on a different freeway, and so Tesla makes all the right move. There's no issues there. It merged me onto the freeway. It takes this S curve like a champ. No issues here. I'm in the left lane on this S curve. And sometimes it puts me in the right lane, sometimes it puts me in the left lane. I'm not sure about how they create that algorithm to put you in which lane, but I'm in the left lane and this works for me. On this particular drive, like I said, I do have Mad Max set as my setting, and so I'm about 3 miles out before I need to exit off of this freeway. But what was weird on this trip was, even though my highest speed I can go is 75 and the freeway speed is 65, I'm stuck at 65 or 55 here, and it's not moving me out of this slow lane for some reason. And you can see it on the screen there. I had to double check to make sure that Navigate on autopilot was on, and I wasn't just on regular autopilot where it just sticks me into this lane and puts me here forever. And so I double checked and I turned it off, turned it back on. But yeah, Tesla didn't move me over for some reason. You can see here I'm going 49, 48, and these cars are passing me up on the left. But I guess that's fine for me. Normally I drive this way anyways, and so this kind of works out. But normally, based on my experience with Mad Max, it would at least move me to the second or third lane to kind of get past this really slow right lane here, but it didn't in this case. And that's fine, because my exit, as you can see, it's coming up probably in about half a mile here. I'm gonna have to merge off this freeway to catch another freeway, and so it is slower, but this was unusual based on my last 4 or 5 trips across town. It's never really stuck me to this right lane here for this long. Normally I kind of go around, but today's experience, I think every experience is a little different, but so far it's safe. So I'm in the right lane to exit here, and we are going pretty slow. Like I said, the freeway speed is 65. It takes me to the right exit, and then I'm in the right lane to move off of this freeway to merge onto a different freeway. No issues here. We're gonna hit a S curve. The speed is slowing down now, so the max speed is 55. Earlier it was 75. Once it hits kind of the S curve mid part here, it slows down to 45, and it does this automatically. I think this is the best thing about Tesla, because it slows you down, and then also it speeds you up, and the speeding up piece is really gradual, and it gets you right back up to freeway speed pretty quickly without any issues, and it gets you up to the speed of whatever the traffic is doing. And so even though it's set to like 60 or 65, if traffic's going 40 like it is right now, it's totally fine the way it is. So I gotta stay on this freeway for roughly about a mile before I gotta merge over to the right to take a different freeway. Like I said, for some reason today, Mad Max isn't really Mad Max today. It is a little slower. It's not moving me out of the fast lane, and so I'm staying in this kind of slow lane, going 65. Behind this truck, and staying behind this truck, and that's all fine, but it's a different experience based on what I've been used to with Mad Max. So there is a freeway split coming up. To me, these are pretty scary, and I'm paying like 120% attention to the road. But as you can see, my hands are off the wheel, and I'm letting Tesla take this curve for me. I've taken this curve several times, and so I'm familiar with what Tesla's been doing, and I haven't had any issues or any scary moments with this S curve. This part right here that's coming up right now, this is where I had to engage, and I haven't had to engage in the last 5 or 6 trips, but this is the first time I had to engage. And so there's a truck coming to my left. It signals over like it's gonna go, and it moves me right back, and I take control. And so I've seen Tesla do that a couple times, and even though that truck isn't in that lane that I was merging to, because it's two freeways kind of merging together, I think it's hard for the camera system to identify, hey, is a truck in my lane or is a truck in the other lane to the left? And it takes a safer route where I don't want to make a miscalculation. I'm gonna throw the driver, me. I'm gonna throw this car back into the lane where I know it's safe, and I'm not gonna merge him over. But yeah, that part was a little scary to me, because I was like, I saw that truck and I saw that it was in a different lane, so I thought, okay, I'm good, I can go here. But in this case, Tesla just wanted me to be safe, and so it moved me back into my own lane, and then after the truck passed, it moved me back into the left lane, and now I'm behind that truck now. And so that was a piece where I had to take control. The rest of the trip it was perfect. I'm in the middle lane. It's a little slow, and people on the left are going a little faster than me, so it merges me to the fastest lane, the fastest non-carpool lane. I don't have my carpool sticker just yet. And I stay here, and I slow down with traffic, and I speed up with traffic. No issues so far. So my exit is coming up in probably 2 more miles. Tesla should start to move me over. I gotta touch the steering wheel. It's flashing at me. And so at this point, I'm I would say that if Tesla didn't require those confirmation, 99% of my trips would be successful from freeway to freeway, without like full self-driving is here, guys. And because of legal rules and stuff, like regulations and stuff like that, Tesla can't just let the car drive itself, and they need us to confirm that we're still there. They need us to touch the steering wheel. They need us to confirm that we're making the lane change, and not Tesla. Tesla doesn't want to be liable for all these accidents that might happen. But if Tesla could just remove all the confirmation, the car can drive itself across town without any issues. And even this one, even where I had to take control in this one, I was still safe. It was just weird that it moved me right back into my lane. I was still safe, and the car would have made it without any issue. It would have put me back into my regular lane. It put me back into my regular lane, and then when it was clear, Tesla would have moved me over to the left. It would have been fine. Hey guys, so this is my exit here, and this is the end of this trip. What's funky here is I don't make this first turn, but it does signal, like, even though I'm just going straight, it does signal. And so I thought my first time there, I was like, man, that's weird. Why is it signaling? What's going on? But it does signal, and I'm home. So thanks for watching. Ooh, the cool part here is that it stops at the red light for me. Even though I broke the navigate on autopilot, it still stops at the red light for me with the newest update.